Can we talk about the three-step protocol for flu, which you had mentioned that it will be in the webinar? So, three-step
Yeah,
protocol for flu and the rapid exercise routine designed to rapidly increase endurance and longevity. So, we can do these two activities and then we can come to the question part.
sure. Flu now is going to be a flu season. So first we understand what is flu. Flu is body, if some external particle which is not a part of our body, which enters, is the body's response to throw it out. That is the normally flu. The temperature when it raising means
Sure.
the germs which enter, body try to kill it normally. That is the body's response. That is flu. And nose running is to throwing it out body. But what we generally we do, we take medicine to calm down the temperature. What we are doing is that body is trying to kill the external enemy. We are trying to protect it. So this three-step flu diet is, if you for first day, if you go for a liquid diet, especially citrus fruit and coconut water. If you go for coconut water and citrus fruit, one day, first day, when you hit a flu, first day, entire day, you should only have liquid food in the form of citrus fruit and coconut, very best. Citrus fruit, any citrus fruit you can use. That if your weight by 10 means, you suppose 80 kg person divided by 10 means 8 glass of water a time.
Okay.
In minimum they have to be consumed. So this throughout the day, that is the first day.
That is for the first.
First day.
Okay.
Second day, you can have the first day means same protocol, citrus fruit and coconut water. Plus you can add cucumber and tomato. That also your weight into 5. How much that coming? That is into, it is gram. As a gram you have to take. You have to incorporate that tomato and cucumber plus that citrus fruit diet plan. That is for day 2. Are you there?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear the voice, Adu?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's very interesting to know that on the first day we can have the liquids, and then on the second day it is cucumber, and how much quantity needs to be taken. And my voice is audible?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we were on the third step.
Yeah. In the third day, the first 2 protocol you have to follow till afternoon. In dinner within, in the third day, within in the morning itself your temperature will be normal.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, within 2 days your temperature will come down, and it will be in the third day your temperature will be normal. Then you have to after lunch you have to do the same protocol. And in dinner you can take whatever the home cooked food you can take. Means within 2 days you can be, how much your temperature, it doesn't matter, you can bring it down.
Okay.
If you follow this 3 protocol.
Okay. So when we are having this cucumber, tomato, then we do not have to have this bread, chapatis.
No,
All right.
2 days strict this protocol. In the third day, only dinner you can have whatever having in your dinner, whatever food, home cooked food you can have.
Okay, that's interesting, and very, I think, very interesting information. And also, like, we wanted to know that what are the rapid exercise routine designed to rapidly increase endurance and longevity.
Yeah, rapid exercise. There is a protocol. When first is time when you get a, there should be a fasting period. You
Okay.
should follow. Means you should minimum you should have to be from your dinner to the breakfast. You should keep 12-hour gap.
Okay.
12-hour gap you have to maintain. That 12 hour gap means if you are having your dinner within 8 o'clock, means next day after 8 o'clock only you should have your breakfast. In this 12-hour period, it is a small type of intermediate fasting. In this period only body start to burn your whatever excess fat or anything is there. Body is using that to burn, fueling it.
So when you say intermittent fasting and nothing to eat between 8 to 8 in the night, maybe at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, or in the morning at 6, 7, so we can have water.
Yeah, you can have
Water and then green tea.
Tea that you can have.
Taken. Okay. All right.
So after that, you have to do intense exercise. Intense exercise means you are keeping small gap, doing heavy exercise, and as slow as if you're suppose you are doing sit up, you have to do it slowly. As slow you can do, with slowly as much you can do. The more slower, the body will generate more energy within that. Our
Morning at 8
morning,
o'clock.
yeah, morning or evening, whatever time. This one step is that you have 12-hour gap in your body.
Okay.
After that, when if you are doing in morning or evening your exercise, you do it slowly. If you are doing slowly, a 10-minute exercise. If you are doing squat, you do it slowly. Hello?
Hello, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, you understand the squat exercise? Squat exercise I will show you. Just squat is standing, putting your feet in the shoulder distance and stand straight and put your hand in front of you and sit down slowly. As much slow you can go, don't go much, sit up and stay there slowly and stay up slowly. You can do that. As much slow as you can do this repetition of 10.
Kindly, the audience, kindly mute yourself so that there is less of disturbance. All right.
Sit up.
Sit up.
Idea is to whatever exercise you do it slowly. Normally we do it speed way. Here the idea is do it slowly. If you do it slowly, the body itself will become very tense, and it start to release making ATP within the body. It will help to burn the fat more quickly. The excess fat, whatever inside the body, that will burn faster. And in meantime, the tense which getting the body will release growth hormone.
Okay.
That growth hormone help us for longevity. The key is of longevity is the growth hormone. This intense, keeping our body 12-hour gap, and we are doing slow exercise. This made the body to release growth hormone within our system, and this growth hormone help us to stay longevity. It will take to see the result. It will take time. It will not be instantly. We will not get it. We will not see result instantly. But within the body, the result is happening. Visible will take maybe 3 to 6 months. It will take to feel a visible result. But if you are continuing doing that, the body every time you do that, the body releasing growth hormone. Normally, at certain age, body will not release growth hormone. But here, the body will release growth hormone. Because you are keeping that. Most of us have a misconception of regarding fat is only fat is building from oily food. No, if you are having more than necessary carbohydrate, carbs from rice or from wheat, both are carb source. If it is going within our body excess, then it is converted into fat and stored. So there is an alternative for the this rice and wheat. You can choose millet. Millet is very good source of it contains most of the vitamins and minerals. and it can be used as an alternative for rice. Rice and wheat you can use as an alternative.
Okay. So can we use like there are people, dietitians who are using ragi atta or other attas that can also be used, like antravani
Yeah,
atta. So that can also be used.
yeah.
All
That's very healthy. It's a routine that when you're getting doing your shower,
yes, we were
you
just
use
about
shower time. Yeah, showering time. If you use cold hot shower, you take two bucket water, one cold water earlier, and put it. Make it as much cold as possible,
okay,
and one normal water. Intermediate exchanging. If you are taking 2 cup cold water, use 1 cup hot water. This alternative will trigger internal metabolism,
I didn't get
which
that.
help to burn more.
You are saying that take
When
one hot uh, tub with hot water and one with cold water.
cold water, chill water,
Okay,
as much chill possible, drink that. As much chill, that much good that.
okay,
The chill water. If you are taking 2 cup, first to take 2 cup chill water and pour second in hot water, not normal water, with 2:1 ratio.
okay,
If you are taking 2 cup of cold water, take 1 cup of hot normal water. It will trigger your internal metabolism.
okay. That's interesting. So that will help in um, like what will it help in?
It it will increase your metabolism. It will help to burn more fat, and
Okay,
that effect will remain up to 12 hours throughout the day. If you are taking it in the morning, that shower, you automatically trigger in the cellular level, you trigger a metabolism rate. It will speed up your metabolism. Overall, your body will be alert throughout the day. The
okay,
laziness, dizziness, it will be go up. And body use more inert storage fat to burn. So indirectly you are burning your excess fat.
okay. That's interesting that we can increase our metabolism by just using the hot water and the normal water, and that is so simple, doesn't require much efforts as well. And the diet which you told about, that cucumber, tomato, that is also very interesting. So we discussed about the flu and the metabolism increase, and we talked about the rapid. Was really curious to ask that can we get our immunity system boosted fast? Like as
Yeah.
there is this corona time and everybody sips that cozy recipe and drinks, is it possible that we can increase our immunity very fast and quickly, or will that take time, and how much time does that take?
It depends on person to person. First, his health, overall health condition is a vital play role in those things. If he's already have any health challenge, it may take time. But if you follow this protocol, this hot and cold shower protocol, it will boost faster your immunity.
Okay,
And another is that our ancient old tradition, this pranayam.
right.
Pranayam is a very good tool to boost your immunity. There's a fire breathing pranayam is there.
Fire breathing.
Fire breathing technique and Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati, you speedily you are exhaling your
Right.
that. And another same thing here we are focusing. Fire breathing is you are taking speedily inhaling and exhaling very fast, not focusing on stomach. In Kapalbhati we focus on stomach. In fire breathing we don't focus on stomach. The method is same, but here only we are focusing on the breath. As much speed if you can inhale and exhale, that is a fire breathing. These two, Kapalbhati and these two will boost your immunity. But there is a caution: if the person have high BP or heart issues, they should not do unless there is any guide with them. Others with normal health, they can do, no issue.
Okay. That's really interesting, especially the
And
fiber.
another thing is that if you incorporate salad prior to your meal, if your lunch, dinner, whatever you're having, before that, if you take in salad, mixed fruit salad, fruits or vegetable mixed salad, if you are consuming prior, first salad as a starter, then you are having meal, it will impact your health a lot of positive way, because in raw food, whether it is fruits or vegetable, they contain live enzyme. When it cooked or heat, that live enzyme will test. And another pre-digestive enzyme. These two factors, live enzyme and pre-digestive enzyme, is contained under raw food and vegetable. If we're having it prior to our food, it go make a layer in our stomach. So it will communicate with our body. It will communicate with our body, and according to the need of our body, it will release what is needed.
Okay.
So it holds as a barricade there. So it will improve lot of health challenges. In long term, you will get lot of health benefit.
Okay. So when you say salad, can we include, soups as well? Like
Yeah,
as
soup you
winters
can
are
use.
coming, as winters are coming, so can we include soups?
Yeah, soups we can include, but the thing is that when you have raw fruits, the main point is that live and digestive, pre-digestive enzyme. These two things will deplete when we heat it, anything. When heat enter, live enzyme will die and this pre-digestive enzyme will also deplete. So when you're getting raw, these two factors will help you.
Okay. So that's great. So raw food is important, and
Yeah.
eating raw food before the food is important, and we should take it before the food. And okay, that was great information. Any questions from the audience they can ask in the chat room? We would love to take your questions. And today the audience is very quiet, so if you want to ask any question, you can ask, right? And also, okay, so these are the things we covered, and apart from that, we're telling about something.
Now, special one thing added, which is I'm not mentioned there, but as a part of which I am seeing now, there's a big challenge regarding milk. We have lot of thing whether milk is good or bad. There is a lactose intolerances are there.
Right,
Why this happening? Let me make clear. Milk is good, but there's a disclaimer. If that milk is coming from our local breed cow, and it is feeded with natural grass, natural food, grass, and it is not injected with oxytocin or any other hormones. If this factor is take care of that, then the milk which we are having is good. If it is feeded with artificial food, most of the cow in India are injected with oxytocin. Oxytocin is very dangerous hormone. It impacts both the male and female. It leads to infertility, and especially in children before their puberty. Early puberty is coming because of this oxytocin
so
content in the milk.
how to make sure that the milk which we are purchasing from the market, is it a pure one or is it impure?
There is no way to find out, unfortunately. Only thing is, if you're locally, if somehow we know farmer, then we can make sure of that.
Right, so that will be more pure as compared.
And in most of packet food, packet milk, whatever coming, is unhealthy. There is only mental satisfaction in And that plastic, most of the milk coming in plastic, that also another health hazard. The chemicals from the plastic is released in the milk. Polymer content, this is another health issue. So the best way is to avoid the milk is unhealthy. All the milk, most of the milk contain oxytocin. Because the oxytocin helps to produce more milk. So farmers use them. Production of the milk increase. If the cow gives 5 liter of milk, if the injection is given, the cow may give production of 10 liter, 15 liter more.
Right.
So farmers see it as a profit.
Profit for them.
Don't understand what is
Yes.
hazard danger for both the cow and for the human. The best is we should avoid that. In women, especially in children, in within nowadays within 10, 11 age, girls, children became puberty coming. It affecting children's brain. So indirectly, we thought it is healthy, but it giving more negative, more unhealthy things to our health. So better we avoid milk unless we find a good source. Otherwise, we can prepare plant-based milk.
Okay. So what could be the alternative for milk? It is
This badam milk is there. We can prepare that within home.
how can that be prepared? Like for badam milk, we need milk.
Yeah, badam milk. More content is that idea is that the milk contain nutrition. But real fact is today's milk don't contain nutrition. So better we choose any other alternatives
Right.
or avoid milk.
So
That
we
will be good.
the nutritional foods, some other products, and keeping
Yeah,
like not the milk. All right.
because infertility issues is growing in India. That is one part of that issues contributed because of this milk. Milk play a vital role in that.
Okay. All right. Um, that's very informative information that we should not take milk because of the problems which it could have. And one last thing I want to ask you is that what is that one thing you tell to all your clients in order to motivate them to start living a healthy and balanced way of living?
One thing is that I always say we have to think who we are in terms of not as we are a spiritual being in a human body.
Sure.
So it is a body is our gift given by the nature. So how the nature given when we give back, if we are not able to give more, at least give what is given to us. Give the better when we give it back to the nature. Give the better way. So think in the term of not as a human being with a spiritual experience, rather than spiritual being with a human experience.
That's really
Hello.
motivating, and that we are a spiritual being, and we need to understand that this life has been given us as a gift to us, and we should respect that. And if we could return something to the nature, that is something we should have a ikigai, and there are so many things related
We
to
are taken from the nature. We have to give back at least good way.
right. And like more lines on happiness, like when we say that we are healthy and happy. So if we are less stressed, less anxious, and less scared, we are happy. So anyway, we can be more happy and we have less stress in life. And with that, we'll be ending the session. If any one other person has more questions, to them. Yeah. So you can think of any question, audience, the quiet audience today. Okay. So, any lines about happiness?
Pardon?
So, any tips for being more happy, for being less stressed, less feared, and less anxious in life?
Thing is that we have to understand that it's a part of life. Happiness is not that we are avoiding sadness or sickness. We fell down. How quick it come up from there, from any event, whether it is positive or negative. We pass through that. How fast we can come back? We are realize that that is only temporary, time being. That is not. That is a part of life. It is not. It's only part of life. So how quick we can retaliate back? How quick I can stand up?
Sure.
That knowing that it is a short term only, life is bigger than that only.
Right.
If you realize that, then life will be easy. Happiness is the byproduct of overall our understanding of life. That whatever happening is small is just part of our life.
Right. True. So, with that, we conclude for the session. And today we learned very interesting and unique things, and it was very knowledgeable session. Especially, we came to know about the fire breathing. It is equivalent to Kapalbhati, but it has more to do with the Kapalbhati from the breathing. And then we learned about that if you get flu, you can have the coconut water, the liquids on the first day. Then you have to also take water as per your weight divided by 10. And then on the second day, you can have the same liquids plus tomatoes and cucumbers with it. On the third day, you can have both the two things. Plus, you have a normal dinner,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So this was,
Right.
and on the third day, your flu will vanish. So this is a very simple and very effective way you should come out of the flu. And then we also learned that this antioxidant the coordination, it can help in um, increasing the metabolism the whole day for 12 hours. And we also learned that natural foods are important and we should avoid milk because most of the time it comes adulterated. If we could find those nutrients in another food, that will be very nice. And that's how what we learn. And there is one question from Harish Hira. Any rapid exercise may be demonstrated which can help boost immunity.
That exercise only I said the body shower is the rapid part of the rapid exercise. When
Okay.
you do slow intense exercise, whatever exercise you are doing, do it slow. As much slow as you can do it slow and intense.
Okay.
Plus this hot and cold shower. It will increase your metabolism, plus it will affect your immunity too.
Okay. So any other exercise which is easy and which is rapid and it does wonders.
It's 5 o'clock.
Okay. So any other exercise as well which is easy, as you told about the pranayam also, which should be done on a daily basis.
You can do skipping, that is overall good exercise.
Okay.
Rope skipping.
Okay.
These are simple things which we can do at home or wherever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Simple skipping. Another thing you can do push up. Staircase, if you have accessible to staircase, go up and down slowly with intense. That's a good exercise. These are simple exercises. There are a lot of other complicated exercises,
Okay.
but these are simple exercises which will give good result.
Okay. So I wanted to ask that can anyone check the immune system? Like if today I want to know that how is my immune system, So can I check that? Like, what are the symptoms will be like? That my immune system is weak, is it strong, it is like can be numbered or can it be measured simply. Can I know what is my immune system? Like any person can they know it?
If our immunity is functioning up to right, that means we will feel good. That's a simple thing to understand. If we are feeling good, we are healthy.
Right,
Our body, if we are feeling good internally, we don't have any problem, and especially going to bathroom, toilets, and this all. If we are going it smoothly, don't have any issues with that. So that means that we are immunity is okay.
right. But
And
the quantitative, can it be measured? Like this is subjective, this is qualitative. Can we measure it? Can I compare with the other person that I am more immune than you?
it, person to person vary. There's no particular parameter to measure immunity, how much is there. But the role of immunity has big part with our bio virus and bacteria within our body.
Okay,
Throughout our body, there are, I already said, 60 trillion viruses are there, and their health, maintaining health, is very important to stay our health. And their most food is raw food. How much the raw food we are having, that is their food. Bacteria and virus which stay within our body, their food is raw food.
okay.
If they are healthy, we are healthy.
Yeah, healthy. Okay. So it's very important to eat raw food. And with keeping that in mind, we'll end the session. And we had a wonderful time with immunity health coach Albert and from Kerala. And we learned a lot of beautiful and innovative things. And be less anxious in life, be less stressed, and be happy because we need to be happy. And I also read in an article it was written that when you see a yellow color, you are more happy. So that yellow color also makes you happy. That's why maybe the smiley isn't happy. Watch happy serials, comedy serials, listen to good music, and be healthy, be happy, be more immune. And with that, we end with today's session and see you in the next session tomorrow. Tomorrow, again, we have a session at 4 o'clock where